Hello, hello. Wonderful
Hello.
Thursday night.
Yes, it is Thursday, the day before Friday. When you own your own business, weekends don't have a lot of meaning to you, but you love working on your own business. That's your hobby and your job.
Absolutely.
Isn't that true?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like when I'm not working, I'm probably doing something fun that I need to do that's working.
Yes.
So this is funny how that works. Anyway, I'm Stacy from Masterpiece Jewelers in
And
Daytona Beach.
And Cindy has tried to say something over there, but I'm not sure. I'm not good with abbreviations.
WTT. I don't know what that is either.
Okay. Well, Cindy,
but that is okay. Hello to you.
We
Cindy.
love to see you on. Absolutely.
So yes, that is very good. I'm not hip enough for that abbreviation, apparently.
Well, I'm not hip for any abbreviation except LOL. Laugh out loud.
Laugh out loud. Yes. Good. Well, that is and you followed it up with a laugh, so that's perfect.
No, it's LOL. It is laugh out loud.
It is. Oh, we might have an echo too.
Okay.
Here we go. I fixed it, even though no one said anything. It was very nice. I want to let you all know also that I want to tell you about the neat appointment you had today that you were telling me about, Trey.
Yes.
That was so interesting, the way people had a gold buying. Cindy says she's having keyboard issues after she's spilled chocolate on it.
We all know how that is.
I feel your pain.
Yes,
on that.
Absolutely.
Hate it. So, and you know,
and I wouldn't have even questioned the first one. I was just not going to say anything. But since it came through again, I'm like, maybe it's something.
Important.
Right? It's something I need to pay attention to.
So I also want to say that we cannot see people's little graphics tonight. Do you see that?
I do.
You can see it?
I can.
Okay, well, it's not a problem.
Nope.
No problem. It's just cute to see people's dogs' faces and so forth on there.
And Nancy, I got your email, and we will put that aside for you.
Yes, that is wonderful, by the way. We have so many neat people joining us. So, of course, we said Cindy. Teresa is here with us. Lisa is here. Irene Eddy, Diane Sherman, Terry Rinko, Pamela Lakapoulos. That was mouthful, but we should know how to pronounce Greek names here in Florida without any problem. And let's see, who else here? Oh, Nancy, as you said, Trey, and Alice McManuels. Nice to see her.
Oh, yes.
We always like seeing people who live close and people who live far away. So, and Rick Warford.
Right. And Nikki McManuels, my goodness, she'd been shopping with us probably 25 years.
That's right. And she, like Tracy and I, is very close to her sisters. So it's so nice to have Alice on with us.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right. So tell us, Trey, before we went on to that, could you tell us what, or do you want me to tell?
No, I can tell.
Today? Okay. I didn't know if you were still working on, your computer.
Okay. So we had a client in, and they had inherited things from many family members and really didn't want to let any of them go. And she was very concerned about coming in today, but ultimately she said she had a good experience because we were able to, it wasn't as painful as she thought it was going to be going through her inherited pieces. In fact, she was rather excited about it because she was thinking of things she could make with it, how we could fix them up so she could wear them. And it was a good experience for her. And and her husband, and I was really happy about that. And so they'll be coming in with some things that aren't important pieces to them, sentimental pieces in the next week. So a lot of times that does happen.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting how different ways that people bring in their jewelry. And one of the things I thought was interesting, Trey, was you said they brought some photos too to show you the other things that they had left at home.
Yes, that was very helpful.
And we have had people who have their jewelry up north or have family members with jewelry up north also provide us with pictures. Now, we can't definitively say anything about that. Obviously, we're not holding it and looking at it and all of that. But pictures are helpful. They're certainly more helpful than describing.
That's true. Yeah.
So I thought that was very smart of them too. If they didn't want to actually schlep everything down, they brought down what they wanted, and they tested us out because they didn't know us.
Right. Mainly what they were going to keep and kind of work with.
Very, very interesting. I really love that. All right. So we have quite a number of folks on with us today. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us. I almost went off the screen here. And so I want to let you know what we will be giving away, what I should say Tracy will be giving away tonight as our prize for the folks who share and tag in our comments section. So this is the necklace that Tracy is giving away tonight, and it is sterling silver with crystals, $100 value, right, Tracy?
That's right.
Yeah, very pretty. So in order to be entered for this drawing, which, by the way, we'll give it away at the end of the evening, so someone will own it by the end of the evening, you're going to share this live broadcast right now to your own Facebook feed, and that will give you one entry into the drawing tonight. Now, if you'd like to increase your chances, you just tag your Facebook friends in the comments section, and you get one entry for each friend you tag, up to 10 additional entries. So easy peasy, we will make that happen for someone at the end of the evening. And a reminder that we do, as we said, buy and trade unwanted jewelry. Here's a list of all the different things that we buy and trade. You can go to our website at tracyandstacy.com and click on the gold buying tab. There you'll see this list along with testimonials and other information about selling or trading with us. We ask that you make an appointment so we can set aside time just for you. And you can call to make that appointment, or if, like me, you just hate calling anyone, then you can text that same number and we'll get you all set up with your appointment. Tuesday, we will once again be having our 1 hour live jewelry sale. And that is starting at 12 noon and ending at 1 p.m. And in that time, we will give away a $500 diamond and gold pendant for free. You can see the exact pendant right up here on the screen. And so this is a bite-sized, fast-paced jewelry sale. So I hope you'll have lunch with us. And that is next Tuesday and every Tuesday, starting at 12 noon Eastern time. And then lastly, Wednesday, we will be having our live online fine jewelry sale, as we do every Wednesday. And this Wednesday, we'll be giving away this pair of $500 diamond and gold earrings. So someone will win that pair on Wednesday night. And so that all starts at 7 o'clock as well. Okay, going back to us, right? Oh, you were even looking up and everything. That was good. You know, we don't get to see all of Tracy's face very often because she's busy writing down people's names for the entries and so forth. So, all right, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, I thought you might be. All right, so let's go ahead and work our magic here. There we go. Tracy's got her funky image up there, but she will change it. There we go. Over to the one that you love to see. And okay, Trey, over to you.
Okay, very good. So today I thought it would be fun to do a little ring. You know how so many people are doing stacking rings, or maybe you don't, but in our store, a lot of people are doing stacking rings. We're selling quite a few of them. And just like stacking necklaces and stacking bracelets, stacking apparently in everything has become very popular.
I just love that too.
So I'm going to go into our freehand parts, and I'm going to grab a part. Let's see, where is this part? Well, if you don't mind, I can look here, and if not, I'll just punch the number in.
Should just punch something.
Why I feel I'm going to just have to punch the number in, I don't know. Because that happens.
That happens sometimes. It's like we can't find it under pressure.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think we'll just push the number in that way. You all don't have to wait.
That's right. People might want to go on to watch something.
There's a lot of places this particular little piece could hide. You know, it could fall into many different categories.
Okay, so that's one of the reasons it's hard to know exactly where to look for it.
It is. So there it is right there. I think it might have been under scrolls now that I see it. And we're going to start with this simple little piece.
I love it. It's got millgrain.
Yeah, there it is up close. And I really loved it because it did have the millgrain on it. And I love swirls. I've always drawn little swirls.
Yes.
Maybe everybody does when they're doodling, but swirls are my favorite.
That is awesome. Mine are leaves.
Really?
Interestingly.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder what other people's are. All right, continue.
Okay. So I'm going to go in here, and one of the things we need to do if we're going to do this right is we need to get a ring rail guide, which will help us determine the size of the piece that we're working on. Okay. Let's see how this is. Let's see. At a very strange angle. There we go. Now, it was very strange there for a minute. Let's go ahead and put it in this position. And I am going to bring the little, I pushed the wrong thing. Let's go back. I'm going to bring the scroll up to the top of the ring rail. Let's go in as much as we can there. Bring it on straight up. Okay, let's take a quick look and see. Yes, it looks like it's right on the top. And let's go ahead and bend this piece so now that it's actually going around the ring rail. Okay, I'm taking my real ring off because I've been cold today and it's flopping all around and I won't get a good grip on this. Okay, I'm grabbing it and just pulling it down to go around the rail. Yes, I believe that's it. Let's go in a little closer.
There you go.
Maybe just a touch more. Okay, that I believe is good. Let's go ahead and take off the bending. I always like to get that off as fast as possible because I'm afraid it will start bending
in the wrong direction.
Yes. And then you get some crazy looking things.
Oh yes, when it's like so flexible like that, like playing with Play-Doh. If you do it some weird way, then you got to start all over.
Absolutely, you've lost the whole thing.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and I think right now is a good time to duplicate this. So we're going to get this in the perspective view, and I'm going to go ahead and actually, before I do that, let's make this a little thicker because it looks a little thin. It's less than 1 millimeter thick, and that's a little thin for a band. Let's go ahead and take it up a little bit. Yeah, probably about 1.5 millimeters. There we go. And that is going to give us a much thicker piece.
There we go.
What I like about this, it is sculptured. See how it has a couple different levels. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is duplicate this. So let's go ahead and duplicate it. And let's go ahead and flip the duplicated one. There we go. Let's pull it out.
Oh my gosh, that's neat.
And it is neat, but that isn't quite what I'm trying to do.
I know that.
So let's go ahead and turn it. And I can see that really is not good. So let's try to flip it one more time. And actually there is where we want to be. And we're going to push it a little closer so that they're touching. And we're going to turn it to the side. But as you can see, it's not going around the ring rail. So let's go ahead and bend that down to go around the ring rail. And look on the other side. And yeah, that's looking good. Everything seems to be along that ring rail. Maybe just one little bend back.
And the ring rail tray is invisible, right? It will not be in any way a part of the finished piece.
Stacy, you are so right about that, and I
We just
appreciate
take it
you.
for granted that people know what a ring rail even is.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that because you're absolutely right. It's disappears. So if you see it on there, it's not really there. Okay, let's hope that's it. And to make it more fun, let's go ahead and turn, let's make it 22 karat. And we are
Yes.
going to turn the one we were just working on into 22 karat. There we go. So we have a rich,
Love it.
luxurious piece here. And let's go ahead and hope we've got it right. And we are going to do polar array. And I don't know if you all remember what that is. Let me grab this and get it into position here.
We have new folks on tonight joining us.
Oh, fantastic.
That's great.
Wonderful. We're so happy you're joining us. So we're going to go back to the original one we started with, the original swirl. And we're going to go ahead and put polar array on. And you will see what that means right now as we go. We're going to make the design go around the ring. So that is the bending one. Quick, get off of that one. There's the polar array. We're going to click it once. And that's not the position that we want to make it rotate around. So we want to click it again. And now we're going to round that ring rail. We're going to take it around to 360. And hopefully it will snap. Whoops, it always goes a little past. But there we go. We've got it snapped. And now we want to make the pieces that we need. So right now on the ring, we have them in 4 different spots, this particular swirl. We want to have it spread out more. So we want to add more pieces. 8 is what I had earlier today.
Mhm.
Every time it always is a little bit different. So let's try 8. Right now, the way it looks, it might need to be less than that, but well, maybe it even needs to be more. Let's go ahead and do the polar array on the yellow piece. We're going to click that box. We don't want to bend it, but we do want to rotate it. Click it one more time. Now we have got every piece in position. We are going to pull that around to the 360 degrees. Always passes. There we go. Snapped right in place though finally. And let's go ahead and try 8 pieces here. 7. Oh, 13. Yes. There's 9. There's 8. That definitely is not it. So I must have done it slightly different tonight. That's no problem
Do you think
because
you made the pieces slightly
I think I did.
different size?
Mhm.
Because you bent them, so they could be different every time.
Yeah. So I'm taking a look around the piece to see what we've got going on. Why don't we try 9 pieces?
Okay.
And then we're going to go on to the silver or the white gold. And we're going to do 9 pieces. And that might be just what we did. Maybe that's what I did this morning. It was a bit early. It was about 5 that I was working on this. So
Those of you who join us regularly know that Tracy's cat, named the Doctor, wakes her up on her Thursday morning design along show mornings around 5:30. Apparently at 5 o'clock this morning.
well,
So
this
she put her
one,
designs
this
down.
one I was worrying about the ceiling tile. So I can't blame Doctor.
That's right. This time we cannot blame Doctor. We are remodeling our store right now, and so we are getting new ceiling tiles, which will be quite nice. But they have everything when you're remodeling is, difficult.
So I
Challenging.
think this is good placement. It actually was 9 pieces, so I probably just calculated wrong when I wrote it down today.
Oh, sorry, everyone.
And I'm going to go ahead and render this because this is just a fun stacking ring as it is. We are going to add more pieces to it, And I think it's going to be really cute, and we're going to change it into a couple different colors. All of that works really well. Now, I don't know how many of you like band rings, but as we all know, that's one of my favorites.
That's right. And I just loved this when I saw it.
Oh, good. I like
Loved
the
it.
two-tone too. It's just fun to do two-tone because people are changing over to the yellow gold, and two-tone usually gets pretty popular when people start changing over to the different metals,
That's right.
because it's been white gold just nonstop. And when
For-
it changed from white gold to
From yellow gold,
yellow
to
gold
white
to white, you notice how we did a lot of
We did
two-tone.
two-tone then too. I love two-tone. I think it's very practical on top of being beautiful.
It emphasizes each color, and you can really
Yes.
see the difference
The
in the
contrast,
colors.
yes, exactly.
So from this piece, I'd like to go ahead and add in some diamonds. That was my
Why not?
plan. So let's go ahead and add some diamonds into the band. And there's just the most perfect places these can snug right in. I'm going to go ahead and use this cute little bezel. I'm sure none of you have seen it before. I don't know why I go
That's her
to my
favorite.
favorite ones, and we will be using a different one in a few minutes. So I said, you have got to use a different one when I was doing it today. So as you can see, that's quite gigantic. We want to take that down to a better size. And why don't we try maybe about a 1.6 millimeter. It might be too big. We might need to go to the 1, but let's push this up. Pull this down a little bit. Tell it who's boss.
There you go.
Yeah. And push this stone up to the top. And let's get it into the place that I was thinking. So I'm going to change this particular one into white. There we go. And we are going to slip it right in the swirl here. And I think it is going to be, we're going to probably make it just a little smaller. It's a matter of grabbing it here. Let's turn it so we can get it.
So many little handles.
Yes, and the colors of the gold and everything. Let's push this down. Give it a little twist so that it's going more along the edge of the ring. And I think we will make it smaller because we want to see that swirl. So let's try to take it down to maybe a 1.2 millimeter. Oh yeah, I think that's exactly where I had it this morning. Now, when you come in with your designs, as we work, you would be telling me, oh, I'd like it to be this size, or I'd like it to be that size, or it can be a different stone. Oh
my goodness, there's been a crisis.
My goodness, look at that. See, now that, I want to tell you though,
What?
we are going, it just freaked out and nobody had told me to save.
That's right. Not even
But
your
this
own
is
sister.
how it rotated on a different angle.
Oh, axis. A
Oh,
different
axis,
right?
axis. Thank you. Yes. So let's push back and hope we get back there.
Undo,
Good,
please.
good.
Woo!
We did.
I like how you left it up there. Now let's go ahead and save.
Okay.
Well, Cindy is very distracted by having ice cream with chocolate sauce.
I know. And
As
Cindy's
Rick
always
said.
my helper with the saving.
That's right. But I can understand being distracted by ice cream at any time.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
We are just going to leave that little guy where he is. I was trying to move him back. There we go. I got him. I really have no idea why the other one is misbehaving, but that happens sometimes with computer programs.
that's right.
If Rain was on here, she would say, and maybe she is on, I can't see the comments.
Not yet. She would say
Gremlins. Yeah. Okay, so we know we need 9 of these. Let's go ahead and move this around and get this into place. I love Polar Array. It's always been one of my favorites. As you could see the way it went onto a different axis, before I learned the program, but we had the program and I've started playing around with it, I hit the button and pieces went all over the place, just like that. And I was quite confused as to what was happening. Now I love it because now we know how to use it.
Well, you were so calm. It was great. You did it for like entertainment effect. Like, oh my goodness, what has happened? They've all flown all over the place. And I'm like, how are we going to get out of this? And, you knew that most likely we were going to go back and it was all going to be okay.
Yes, but I have to say, I don't know why it did that. There we go. So we have 9 swirls. I went ahead. And as you can see, no matter how close I get, it stays small, apparently. I had added 9 diamonds to this piece. Now we're going to turn it and see if that worked out good, if they're in the swirls. And they are. So happy about that.
Right.
Everything is where it's supposed to be. Let's go ahead and bring another one in, since I didn't copy that one before we rotated it, because I thought it'd be nice to add a little diamond to the yellow swirls.
Absolutely. You can never have too many diamonds.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
It's my birthstone.
Yeah. Well, I think we all like diamonds because they have so much sparkle.
That's right. And they go with everything.
They do. They certainly do. A lot of times people will add, there we go, add moissanite too, because that's quite a sparkly stone.
Yes, that also has incredible scintillation.
It does. Okay, so now let's go ahead and bring that cute little one. I love this particular mounting on these small ones. It's so cute, so compact. Let's go ahead and pull it over and hope we don't have any antics going on. Let's push it down and bend it a little bit, getting it straightened out, because this sets the whole stage for all the other ones that are going to follow it when we polar array it. There we go. I like that. Let's just see here. Well, compared to the white ones, we can go ahead and push it down just a little bit so that we're more on the same plane. Okay, let's pull this guy over and shrink him down a little bit, because we're going to polar array again.
Boy, this is 3 polar arrays. This will be the 4th one.
It
right?
will be, yeah.
Look out, folks.
And as you, oh, no, please don't do that.
Uh-oh.
Now it's all disappeared.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Put it back. There we go. Okay, so
Save.
why are you doing this? I ask it.
Because it didn't do this morning when you were working on it.
There we go.
Ah.
Okay. Just was the angle. It must have picked up something else. But I do agree. Saving is good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's grab this, and you can pull it to the 360 again. Good. And with that, we're going to have it turn into a 9 count. And that should end up on all of the yellow swirls. And it did. That's great. It's just exactly where I want it.
Love it.
Now let's go ahead and turn that box off so we don't have some kind of problem occur. Mm-hmm.
And Lisa has had such a good idea.
What is that, Lisa?
She said that would make an amazing bracelet also. A matching set.
You were right. That would be very cute as
idea.
A bracelet.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's turn this. Let's turn the yellow into rose gold. And I have started becoming a big lover of like 18 karat rose gold or higher.
Mm-hmm.
I think it maybe it's 18 is all it goes to, because I think it's a richer color.
Mm-hmm.
And with the rose, right. I love it to be as rosy or pink as possible.
Yes.
I'm going to render this one because it will give us a whole different look. Now it's got the diamonds and it has the rose gold and platinum actually is what's up there. And it is.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, it is deciding to work.
So that's a plus.
Yeah. And it's just such a cute little look. I love white metals and rose gold together.
I do too.
I don't know who else loves that combination, but it really is pretty. Not as big a fan as yellow gold and rose gold together for
Yeah,
some reason.
you mean people are more like that better?
They like this better than the yellow and the rose
Yes.
together. You don't see those combined as much. This seems to accent the colors really well.
Mm-hmm. And this is a good time to say also that after you sit down with Tracy in person to do your design appointment, or if you work with her over Zoom, excuse me, after you all have made the piece of jewelry and worked on it exactly to what you want, that's when Tracy's real work begins, because she then goes around on every little piece and part of the jewelry to make sure all the metal pieces are touching and things are symmetrical or on the same plane. And depending on the complexity of the piece, it could take anywhere from 3 hours to, in some cases, 3 days.
Yes.
And then we have another level of on top of that, which is the actual CAD engineers will do one final look at it to make sure that everything is correct.
That is absolutely right.
Ooh,
I thought it would be fun to add some color to this.
love it.
And I thought maybe morganite to this particular, the rose color, rose gold. So you've got the blue and the pink combination.
And when you see this red going in, she's not putting rubies in, it's just selecting that stone so that the machine knows where she wants to drop in these morganite.
Yeah, and then we just apply those. And there they are.
That is so lovely. I was
just
going
is
to
a
say
different
it's
look.
simple, but it's far from simple. It's just delicate. It's a better word.
It is. Yep, I'm going to render that if that's okay.
Please do.
And actually, you know what? We could put it, let's hope the hand fits properly.
And get rid of those little balls.
Uh-oh.
There are the little handles.
So it's not quite touching, or is it? But that's the things I'd work on. If it wasn't touching, I think it is touching, but I'd probably thicken that up a little bit right there and right here, because we definitely want it to be a piece that's going to hold up through the years. So there it is on a hand. And see what a perfect stacking ring it is?
Oh, it is.
It's just, you know, nice and delicate and small.
And Margarita says, gorgeous.
Thank you, Margarita.
And I wanted you to know, Irene Eddy said a little earlier that she loves stacking bands because it allows multiple jewelry pieces to be worn.
I love that reason for it too.
And when Teresa, you know, who is our team leader at the store, when she started stacking her rings, that's when I got excited about it.
Yes.
Because it looks so awesome.
Yeah. So there it is on the hand. And this would be a good time to maybe bring in some more bands to show what it would look like. But
good idea.
I haven't done that yet, so we can add some of those. Okay, let's take the hand away for a minute. Remove. And let's do that, because I had one other thing I wanted to do here. And what's neat is these pieces, let's see, let's put the handles back on. So these pieces can move, can be pulled around. Oh no. Oh my.
To me, I can't even see what you're oh-knowing or oh-mying on, but you can.
There we go.
Whew, that's a close one, folks.
There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so this should control all of them, I'm hoping. And because we need it maybe just a little longer, let's see if we can't pull it out a little bit. And it should do it on all the white ones. There we go. And now let's go ahead and do the same thing to the rose gold. And we have to get that polar ray off of there. There we go. And let's expand that a little bit. Oops, we're in the bending.
Oh,
Somehow
no,
I
the
surpassed.
bending, everyone.
Somehow I surpassed it.
And we went into bending. We cannot do that.
There we go. So, you know what? Let's. Oh my goodness. Let's go back to where we were.
I can't even look right now.
And let's see where we were at. We were at 5.29. So now I want to do that to the rose gold. We're going to look. It's 4.86. Let's do 5.29. And it's kind of interesting because it's hard to hit that mark.
Yeah, I know that, but we can see that on here.
Okay, we're going to just, for tonight, I wouldn't do this when I was sending it in, but I've got it at 2.6 or 2.8. I can't tell. Sorry, my eyes are a little blurry tonight. But we've got it big enough, and I'm going to just leave it like that. But
that is fine.
When I would send it to the company that would finish making it for us, I would have it exactly right.
Correct.
Okay, so this is going to be stronger and wear much better. Let's see. We wanted to add a band, right?
We did. And Terry said would make a stunning bracelet and ring set. Great minds think alike, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yep.
And I know Terry loves jewelry too, so she has a good eye for it.
She sure does. And like me, she loves her yellow gold.
You know, it'd be funny is that once yellow gold got super popular that you changed to white.
Wouldn't that be weird?
Uh-huh.
But I have been a yellow gold girl ever since I got my very first diamond ring, real diamond ring at 13 years old, and it was white gold. And I was like, I love it. I love having my own diamond ring, but I didn't tell anyone, but I was like,
you were
I
sweet.
kinda wish it had been yellow gold.
Yeah.
I didn't know I even had a preference until that second.
Yeah.
And I have that ring to this day because it is special.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat a ring your family gives you.
No, that is priceless.
Mm-hmm. I remember Mom and Dad picking it out for you.
Aw, we'll have to talk about that because that's behind the scenes that I didn't even know about.
Exactly. So I didn't want to do a lot with this particular ring, but I did have to get it so that it was a little more the same size. It had,
I saw that.
the top of the ring was a little taller. So this is a little stackable that we can put on. And why don't we maybe make that rose gold just for fun?
I'm all for that.
Okay. And then let's bring
Oh,
another
that's
one in.
pretty.
Why not? We can do it. We can do
We
it.
can do it.
Yeah.
And Teresa says, another award-winning piece. Love it.
Oh, Tracy, you are the best.
She is.
Okay, let's grab. I'm wanting not to get something too big here, something kind of petite. We will find one, I promise.
That's okay. Instagram says you still have less than 20 minutes.
Okay, a lot of these you can see are ones that we would add other settings onto the top. So I'm just trying to find something that isn't needing, it really doesn't look like that. Here's one that I know has a little bit of a twist to it. Let's add that one. This is not my band section. I didn't mean that.
I don't even know what that means. Which band section is yours, right? Oh boy, seems to be a takeover here.
Yes, it's taken over the little ring we designed. So let's pull it out onto this side.
There we go. Oof.
And it's really, they're quite a bit bigger than that little guy. In fact, that is massive.
That is.
We are
that's a
going to
man's
say
band or something.
bye-bye to that
Yes,
piece.
take that out of there.
Bye-bye. I think we will just then add a gold band. Up at the top, I think there's just a plain band. Let's just go ahead and add that.
Make sure to not go to the bands that are not your bands.
Well,
This one's
these
gonna
are
be
the
big, too.
these are the designing bands.
Right, that you're meant to do something additional with.
Yes, but they're nice to be able to bring in to show what else we can do. You're right. This one's big too.
Well, but I know you can adjust this one.
Yeah, the other one was really a neat design,
It
but
was
just
substantial.
it was substantial is correct.
Substantial.
Okay, so now we've got starting to get the stacking look here. And let's bring this down to more of the right size. I think most of it is about 1.7 and 1.8. So there we go. That just kind of rounds it out. And let's see if there's any, we can probably put a little design on it. I like that better. And let's please make it a little thinner.
Yes, please.
The width. So let's make it, yeah, that's what it needed. It was way too thick.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
I like that also because it gave it a little bit more of a squared off look, which is also just a nice additional element.
Exactly. I thought it'd be easier just bringing in some bands. This was not like the design of tonight. Oh, not the design of tonight.
My goodness.
There we go.
Can you say taper?
No, I
No.
cannot.
No, you cannot, and you will not.
Stacy's saying now we're running out of time.
No, you've got plenty of time.
My time manager here.
That's right. Take your time. We have plenty of time.
Thought I'd just bring a little band in, but no.
Well, you're making the perfect band for it.
Yes, I am.
And I love that you like to really work with a lot of 18 and 22 karat. I do too. Just looks good.
Okay, we're just trying to get close for this show. Not that we get close with your pieces, we get exact.
Correct, right?
And I think that's a good enough representation.
That is neat. There we go. Yes. Can you put all of those on a finger?
Yes, actually, that is what my plan was.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and find a hand. Oh, there happens to be one.
Right there's the hand right there.
Yeah. And now you can see what they look like stacking. And maybe I'd even, we can bring this back in here and we can move this one up a little bit. Oh my, come on, little guy.
You're the master of it. Come on, Trey.
I'm telling you, you're absolutely right.
You got it.
Okay, let's move this one up.
Show it who's boss.
And move this diamond one in the center. I think that's that's how I would wear it. Let's put it that way. There we go. That's a much better stacking situation.
Those are lovely, Trey. And the first one that you made, there's so many ways that a person could tweak and change that with the different colored golds and the different doing prongs instead of bezel set. And of course, all the different gemstones. You could just stack several of those different
well, you're right about
combinations of them on.
You're right about that. Yeah, but it looks funny when it's not quite all the way rendered.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And it gets really slow over the ring. I don't know if you can see that.
I can. And you just barely see those lines.
Yeah. But they're working.
They are.
They're telling us, I'm working here. Where is that from? I'm working here.
I know.
Seems like it was a show or something. Okay, so now that we've taken all that time to make those bands, let's go ahead and turn them off for a moment. Because the other thing I wanted to do was, unless somebody had another request, is make it, I have two things to do. So put that to sleep.
Cindy says, save soon.
Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness, like you would not believe. And when I say, oh my goodness, we have gotten, one of the stones has decided to have a little bit of a crisis.
It has popped out of the ring and it's doing its own thing.
Wonder how that happened.
Which? Oh, it's the blue one.
How did it happen and when did it happen?
Wait a minute. Do you go to the side again, like so I can see it straight on? Does it have little teeny blue areas where?
I think it's showing through.
It's showing through. Okay.
So what happened to it? Oh, I see. Look at this. So right now it's designed to go around a emerald cut.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get it back around a circle. Who knows why that happened? There's a square. And now we're back where we belong. Woof. Amazing. Okay, great. That was an easy. Oh my goodness, it's got a mind. It's very clicky tonight. It's not me.
It's
not me. Not me. Okay, let's go ahead and make this into an engagement ring.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Yes. You know what? Before we do that, there was the first thing I wanted to do was to put in perspective view, and we have to put the handles back on. And we need to get that count out of there. No more polar array, everyone. Okay. Not tonight.
Done with the polar array. Tracy's put it away now.
Yeah, unless it decides to come out. Okay, I want to make the band a little thicker. So we need to go into the original scroll pieces that I started with. And let's make it a little bit thicker, which adds a little more girth to it, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go into the rose gold. Oh, you know what? I didn't see how big this is. 3.16. So 3 millimeter. Now we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to get it to 3.16. I wish there was just a little button I could just tap it. We're getting there.
Well, if you could just tap it, everyone could tap it. So.
I saw 3.15. If I can get to that, I'm going to take it for just now. Otherwise, we'll be doing this all night.
It's in, it's out. It's in, it's out. And Margarita says.
Okay, we're going to go with 3.2.
And we're going to be happy with it right now.
Because who knows how long it will take me to. That's one of those things that takes me a while to get to.
That's right. It takes a while just to. It's time consuming just to perfect.
It is. But look at now how much wider that band is.
Yes. It's a really different look, and I like it.
I do too. We're going to go ahead and change the whole thing to yellow. There we go. Just to give a different look.
Oh, look at that. So rich.
And let's go ahead, and it is moving a little slow right now.
There's a lot of parts up there.
You are right, and that's what is so interesting, why it's having little crises here and there.
And I can hear Tracy's fan on her laptop, which might I just mention is a gaming laptop, because we have to have that kind of power behind it. And the fan is struggling over there to keep it cool.
It is. So here are the different mountings that we can use. It's really fun to look at the different designs that are offered. I'm going to use this one because we rarely use this particular one. If you look at all the different beautiful sides that it has. And I like the way the top looks like a bezel, even though it isn't quite a bezel. But it will match the gems and stones that we have set into the band.
It has that same distinctive look like you created.
Mm-hmm. Now we're just waiting for it to enter into our drawing area.
And Margarita says, you do the most amazing jewelry. I love everything you create.
Oh, thank you very much. That really means the world to me.
It truly does. That is so kind.
We're going to bring this guy up to the top of the band and just set it in there. We might have to move it a little bit because it right now is on one of the stones. And I do plan on getting those stones back into a different color, like maybe white,
Mhm.
in just a moment. So let's go ahead and tilt this a little bit and move it to the side so we get it centered.
Ooh,
Did it go past it a little
no, you're
bit?
good.
No, that's good. Yep. Oh, and yes, I like that
That
a lot.
is amazing with that head on there. That is like a matching. Did you pick that out this morning?
I did.
Because
Mhm.
that is amazing that you found something that's such a match.
And it has kind of the same flair, like a little bit of a swirl,
Yes.
like these do. So
That's
all
my point.
around, it's perfect. Now, what's so interesting is we don't really address the settings very often, and I'm just going to do one last runabout, but look at the different ones on the side here. So you can do that one.
Over to your left, yeah. Oh, okay. So Tracy's clicking on.
You
to
can
your
do
left.
that. I mean, what a different look. We'll go all the way over to here. It's kind of like a
Wow.
basket weave to it.
And all those prongs on the top, or the prong look on.
And that one is a little looser.
Oh,
So
that one looks like fabric.
it's
that's
really
neat.
It really is. So any of those can be used. And if you look, they even have more, I think. No, maybe that's it. It looked like there was an arrow to push more. Okay, so would you like to see this one rendered?
I think we should.
Okay.
I hear the crowd saying yes.
So let's go ahead and render this little guy. I think maybe make sure we can get all the angles and see what that looks like.
Tracy's going to have me running quickly to the
I know.
end of the show, but it's the price we pay for beauty.
And then we'll try it on a hand. We're waiting for it to render right now.
And the rendering will take off all those beads and
It will.
holders and everything, handles and everything.
Oh, it's great that they have the different settings that we can use. Here we go.
Did we both do it at the same time? That's not going to work. There we go. That is amazing, Trey. Amazing.
And then want to see it on a hand. That's right. And you can see how the band is so much more substantial than before.
Yes.
I know we can't do it with all of them because we don't have time, but at least the ones that face up, we can change to the diamond. For some reason, I just think this would look pretty with diamonds. So we'll just do the top ones. Get those back to diamonds and apply. You know, it'd be pretty too is like burnt orange diamonds.
Oh my gosh, those would be
Oops,
gorgeous.
look at that guy sneaking in there.
I saw that.
And apply and
there we go.
Done.
And Rain has burnt orange in one of her pieces you made with a clay Zava piece, right?
Yep, and so did the Warfords.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the burnt orange
I do
diamonds.
Too. They are fiery.
They are. And you know what's nice about them? You can get them the size you need for the colors. If you went to get a fire opal or something like that in that very small size, it's almost impossible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so there we are with it on a hand.
It is gorgeous, Trey.
Thank you so much. It was really a fun one to do, as always. You all inspire me to reach for my ideas in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it just goes to show if you just sit there for long enough, you with nothing else to do except work on your computer.
That's right.
And only this program, you will come up with something in not too long. It's amazing how that happens.
The mind to brainstorm is amazing, but you have to do only that while you're doing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I wanted to tell you, Margarita said, I love that creation is so gorgeous.
Ah, fantastic.
All right. I don't want to, but I'm taking
Yes,
it away.
You
everyone.
have to. You have to.
And Diane Hagelin said would make a beautiful wedding ring set with the matching band, and it sure would.
It would. I would love to have something like that.
And Nancy McManuel says, I love it.
Great.
So I'm not going to change it till you snap it, okay?
Yeah, I'm so glad you all have joined us tonight for this.
Yes, me too.
And
This
it
is
was
fun.
true. I wanted to put it in the comments that because of you all coming to this, it's just amazing how I have learned so much more
Yes.
than I would have just designing every day, because I have to think of different things.
Yes, and it's like if you thought that a person would design something and like once a year, if you designed one piece of jewelry a year, it would be amazing. Tracy designs just for this show over 50 pieces a year, and then all the ones she does for you folks.
Yep.
It's just amazing
Yep.
the amount of work that you do, Trey.
Yep. So thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, so we have a couple pieces of business to do. One is to remind you all to join us next week for our 1 hour live jewelry sale, and that starts at Tuesday at lunchtime, 12 noon, and someone will win this $500 diamond and gold pendant that you see here. So I hope you will join us for lunch, as we will be having a fast-paced fun time between 12 and 1 o'clock every Tuesday. And a week from tonight, we will have, again, a live custom jewelry design along. You can see a picture up here of a piece that Tracy did at a previous design along, live design along. That will start September 1st at 7 p.m. and someone will win a $100 $100 necklace, which we love to give to you just for enjoying being with us on Thursday nights. Okay, let's go ahead and announce the winner. So the winner of that sterling silver and crystal necklace valued at $100 is Terry Rinko. Terry, congratulations. A round of applause for you. And as you know, all you have to do is just come in our store and pick up your prize at your convenience. We would like to thank you all so much for being a part of all of our live shows, but especially this Thursday night one, where it really tests Tracy's creativity. We have such a fun time with you all when we're doing live streaming, and we appreciate all the camaraderie that you share with us and that you support small businesses like ours. So we just thank you more than we can even tell you. Right, Trey?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry,
Thank you.
she's
Thank
looking
you.
at the comments.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so until we see you all again, either tomorrow at the store or next Tuesday for our next live streaming event, we want to remind you to stay sparkly, everyone. Good night.